Hi, I'm Bobbi, and this is my lovely husband, Mike.
Hello.
And this is our very first podcast. And we are just wanting to talk about love, relationships, help guiding couples into a really beautiful, healthy, loving relationship. Because you know what? We actually met on Hinge.
That's right.
Love on Hinge, honey, right?
Hmm.
And so we just love that we met there and it was a great experience for us. And we just like to share some of our tips on having and meeting someone that really is someone that works for you and you're compatible and a loving relationship.
Yeah, so with that, one thing we learned by being on various online dating sites is we kind of learned the do's and the don'ts, and we really wanted to help people because we think it could really help reduce the amount of time it is to find that perfect partner. So what we wanted to touch upon was 5 steps, 5 tips that we have for you in regards to how to make online dating easier and more successful.
Oh, absolutely. And I can I just start the first one because I always find
Absolutely.
like this is one of the funniest things that I experienced being on Hinge. I wasn't a veteran like my husband was,
Mhm.
but I was a rookie on it. And what I noticed and what I heard time and time again was just the men that I met, they were like, "Are those your recent photos?" And I just started laughing because by the 20th person that asked me that, I'm like, "Okay, what's this all about?" And what they shared with me was, women and people on Hinge were putting photos on there that were 5 and 10 and 15, 20 years old. That wasn't really a reflection of who they are today. And I just want to say, women, for the women, I'm only going to speak for women, put recent photos on within the last 12 months. I think that's
That's
the
for
right
women and
thing.
men, yeah, for
Men too,
everybody, yeah.
that's true. Men and women, you guys, put your photos on that are within the last 12 months. That
Yes.
is the right way to start
Mhm.
online dating because that's really who you are right now. And so I think that's number one for me. That was the
Right.
biggest standout for me when I was on Hinge.
And
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 how about
I'll and
you?
I'll simply add on to that. Yes, that I absolutely went on dates with people where I actually met them. They came up to me and I didn't even recognize them. So they're literally like, Mike, and I'm like, yeah. So that's pretty bad if I don't even recognize you from the photos you had. So once again, it starts it off on a basis. Of course, I did not see that person again, nor would I, because it's kind of starting off on almost like a fib, a lie in a way.
Sure.
And we want to be fully honest and transparent if we're trying to find a true, happy, healthy relationship. So I would agree with you. That's a great first tip. Can I
Like,
take the second one?
yeah, take it.
So the second one is being very, very specific about what you want. I think what a lot of people try to do is they're afraid of failure, they're afraid of rejection, they think nobody's going to reach out, and trust me, people will reach out. And so they try to go more generic on what they say about themselves. And that really harms you. It does you no good. In other words, if you're a spiritual person, say you're spiritual. If you're a political person, say you're political. Even
Sure.
say your political party if that really matters to you. For us, that wasn't something that was important to us, so it wasn't really a factor. But if that's really important to you, say it. If you love to work out, if you love to travel, if you're a camper, whatever it is, get that out on there. And what you're going to do is knock down that 100 people, maybe down to 10 people, but those 10 people, or the 1,000 down to 100, probably more likely with the internet, but that smaller group would be a lot more likely that they'll be compatible with you and what you're looking for.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I would say can I take the
Mhm.
third one? I would say just be specific and go on Hinge looking for your best friend. That's really what it's about. You want someone that you're compatible with, someone that you enjoy the same things, and that goes into what you were saying, your likes and your likes dislikes. If you're not someone that wants to be doing those sort of things like camping and that sort of thing, then don't put that out there or don't go for someone that does that.
Right.
Go for someone that has the same common interests that you do. And I personally love sports. I love basketball, football. I like going to concerts. I like music. I like going out having great restaurants. I'm kind of a foodie, so that was kind of my drive and someone that's spiritual. And so that was kind of the person I was looking for. So when I was looking online and looking on Hinge, I was looking for that person that I could connect with, that resonate with me. So be specific and you look for your best friend. Look for someone that you're going to have a
Oh,
long-term
you're
relationship with.
skipping ahead because that's actually number three.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Forgive
that's
me.
okay. You can say it.
Okay, best friend. Because we're best friends. Look at them.
Exactly.
Don't we look like we're best friends?
Yeah, so to Bobby's point, that's what I think what people do is they look on there and they say, I want to find this hot person. And I get it. We all want to find someone that we find attractive. But
Absolutely.
the really healthy way to go about it is to say, I'm looking for my best friend. And then why would you? So based on that, you would have absolutely put all your hobbies down because now you're not looking at it just from is she a good looking or is he good looking? Are we
Although that
compatible?
that matters.
Oh,
I
absolutely, it
I will
does.
I personally I'm a visual person, so I
Yeah.
definitely wanted someone that was sexy to me. I found
Mhm.
attractive and I got him. So that's a big deal, but you still want to let people know who you are and what you like to do so that you get the right person in your life. That's really important, I
Right.
think.
But just thinking at it from a best friend perspective is a really healthy way to go about it because you may actually meet someone and they're not the one, but maybe you still end up becoming friends. Maybe there's some sort of connection there. Who knows? I mean, you can really turn it into something fun.
Also just with you saying that best friend,
Hmm.
I think it takes the pressure off people. If you just I felt like I went online going with just like I want to have fun, meet people. I never went online going I'm going to meet my husband, I'm going to meet my soulmate. I just went online going I'm going to meet someone. I took the pressure off myself and that person, and I just wanted to have fun and meet people. And if I met someone, I might meet a friend for life.
Right.
Might meet my husband, but I came in there so light and just wanted to have a good time and meet people. So it really took the pressure off myself as well as I feel like the date.
Right. And then can we move on to number four?
Sure.
So number four is asking good questions.
Oh,
So
yes.
when you actually sit down with them, maybe you don't berate them too much on the first date.
You don't put them on
But on
the.
the but if you do find them pretty special after the first one, you got to make sure you get certain questions out there that are important to you. And that's something I did with Bobby just because of previous relationships. I just wanted to make sure there weren't some things that maybe we didn't notice if I didn't ask those questions. And the beauty of it was when I did ask her my questions, she answered them wonderfully. And that really allowed me then to really move forward, full steam from there.
Oh, absolutely. Asking the right questions, important questions to you, is really, really important. And I want to touch on this, and I think it's something that was really resonate with me was meeting people and feeling their energy. And so I felt like you and I had instant chemistry when I first saw you walk through the door, but also just the energy that we were able to create as a couple and as a two individual people.
Right.
Energy is really important to me. So energy, I think you need to really look at and pay attention to. Pay attention to your gut and with someone and things don't feel right or don't feel if they feel off, I think it's okay to walk,
Absolutely.
you
No, no,
know?
no. If something doesn't feel good in your gut, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, if you meet with somebody and something's not feeling right, listen to it 100%.
Absolutely.
And then to finish off is number five, and that's if you let's say you meet the right person and you're saying, you know what, I'd really like to date this person. What we recommend when you're ready is to get off the dating sites, both of you. If you're not both willing to do that and you're still dating, then you're probably not that far along, and that's okay. But if you're trying to find that person and you think it might be the one, I think the only healthy way to do it is honestly for both of you to talk about it and then agree amicably that it's time to get off the site so you can just focus on each other. Because I have a hard time believing it's healthy that if I'm trying to date Bobby and at the same time I'm still looking for Cindy and Sue online, that doesn't feel good to me. I know that didn't feel good to Bobby.
Sure.
Any thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I think you were better at that than myself because I was still kind of learning this whole situation. But absolutely, when we had some lots of discussions, it was about that, and I totally agree with that. I think that's a mistake that you often can make when you're online dating because you have all these people coming at
Right.
you, and then I think what happens is when you start to date someone and you really find them attractive and things are working and you guys are gelling
Mhm.
to go ahead and get off because you're going to have someone else that's going to reach out to you.
Yep.
And then now you're distracted and you're not really fully able to allow yourself to be in your presence with them when you have other people you're still talking to. So that was a big deal for us to just get off after, I mean, really, it was after our third date
Right.
to go,
We were a little
this.
sooner than most people, so we're not saying you have to be at that fast,
No, no, no,
but it felt
no.
good to us.
It
So
felt
it feels good.
when it feels good, do what feels good to you. And people might go, "Wow, this is soon or whatever." It doesn't matter. They're not in the relationship with you. You do what feels good to you, and we both felt like this was good, and it felt good to both of us, and so we got off, and yeah, and then we started dating, and 9 months into it, we got engaged.
That is correct.
And so we are now married, and it's the most beautiful relationship I've had in my entire life with this person. So Hinge, love on Hinge works.
And lastly, and so really that finishes up our first podcast, and we are called the Bobby and Mike podcast. And so we're going to start signing out a podcast about once weekly. And our whole intent is one, obviously, on this first podcast was to help people find each other. But a lot of our topics are going to be about maintaining and fostering a healthy relationship between each other. And anything we've learned over the time, we're going to pass on to you. And if that can help you in your relationship just a tad bit, then that makes us feel good. Hopefully, makes you feel good. You have any final thoughts on that?
No, I think that's great. I feel like just it was a great platform. I have to say I was a little bit a little bit apprehensive. I've never really done full on online
Mm,
dating, and so for me it was a little bit scary because you do hear all these horror stories about people being weird and not being who they say they are and all of these things, and so that was my hesitation. And then when I fully allowed myself to just enjoy the journey,
mm.
it became really beautiful. And like I said, it really allowed me to take the pressure off myself as well as the person I was meeting and really just enjoy myself and just freely to be myself. And that's really what's important, I think, is just
Mm.
be yourself,
Mm.
be who you are, and try not to perform for it. Just be who you are and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. And so, if you like this podcast, you can like it, follow it. Please let people know, forward on our link to others. We would greatly appreciate it because we're just here to help spread love. And if we can help relationships flourish, that's a beautiful, wonderful thing.
Absolutely.
So, with that
So,
said, we're off to actually go off for our 1 year anniversary dinner. So, we are off, but have a wonderful weekend. And once again, from Bobby and Mike, we wish you the best.
bye. And oh,
Yes.
thank you for sharing.
Oh, yes. Bye bye.